What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the New Orleans Pelicans versus Toronto Raptors NBA matchup going down Monday, February 5th, 2024. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure that you head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But let's get to this one between the Toronto Raptors and the New Orleans Pelicans. The Toronto Raptors currently on the first half of the back-to-back. Heading into this one, they'll be on the second half after taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder on Sunday night. We'll have to see if Toronto can hold on. They had a big lead in the third quarter in that game against OKC. At the time this video is being recorded, it's only a 5-point game in the fourth quarter, so we'll have to see if the Raptors can hold on in that one. The New Orleans Pelicans, on the other hand, well, this is a New Orleans team that's 28-21 on the year, ready, waiting, and rested for Toronto in this one. 14-10 at home, coming off a back-to-back road wins. The most recent one, a 114-113 win over the San Antonio Spurs. Failing to cover as 8-point favorites, but managing to sneak out with the win in that game. And it's been interesting to see for the New Orleans Pelicans, how the home road split has sort of affected this team. And they've kind of been hovering around 500. They have in their last 10 games. They're 5-5, both straight up and against the spread, picking up a pair of road wins to close out their road trip. But they did have a respectable performance against the Boston Celtics. And like I said, now they head back home, where the split for New Orleans at home this season has been that they tend to struggle against the good teams, and they have do a good job beating up on the bad teams, the teams that struggle on the road. Teams like the Utah Jazz, teams like the Charlotte Hornets over their most recent 4-game homestand. They hung 153 on the Utah Jazz, won that game by 29, beat the Charlotte Hornets by 20 points at home. Struggled against the Phoenix Suns and the Thunder, but I don't know how much of an issue they're going to have here against Toronto. The Toronto Raptors on the second half of a back-to-back in this one, and on no rest this season. This Raptors team, they've sort of been, I would say, below average. 3-5 against the number on no rest this season. And with the rest advantage, the New Orleans Pelicans this year, 7-5 against the number, while Toronto with a rest disadvantage, below league average, well below league average at 3-5 against the spread as well. So, I just don't feel that the Toronto Raptors, I've said this before, I've said it on our morning shows, I've said it just wherever, to anybody who's going to listen. I'm in this Toronto market, and I will tell you, it feels like this Toronto Raptors team has pieces to contend and fight down the road. Right now, it feels like the focus is on 2024-25 and not this season. It just feels like they're trying to stockpile pieces, build a core around Scotty Barnes. They've done a good job of that with acquiring R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel quickly, but they're just not ready to contend right now. And the Toronto Raptors have been far less effective on the road this season. Again, not necessarily against the Oklahoma City. At least they weren't for the first 3 quarters of that game. But for the better part of the season, Toronto has struggled away from home. That's why they're 7-18 straight up coming into the game against OKC. And I just think the New Orleans Pelicans, when healthy, are the better team. The only guys they have on the injury report right now listed as questionable are Herb Jones and Larry Nance Jr. Everybody else looks like they're going to be good to go. Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, Jonas Valanciunas, CJ McCollum, and the like. And I just think that side by side, the Pelicans at home are the better team here. So I'm looking for Toronto to have some issues on the second half of the back-to-back. Whether they win this game, you could call for the letdown after the big victory over one of the best teams in the NBA in the Thunder, or the emotional letdown after blowing a big lead to the Thunder and falling short. So either way, it's going to be Pelicans for me at home in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're at Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. And while you're at our YouTube channel, make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops here at Pick Dawgz. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.